Some of you out there would have had some really ambitious goals for 2024. You would have got to January 5th or 6th, really motivated, really disciplined, and by the 7th you fell off, and all of those bad habits that you had the year before started slowly creeping back in, and now it's the end of January and you're completely off track and you don't know what to do. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to just go over some basic things that you can do to help you get back on track with your New Year's resolutions. The first bit of advice that I'd like to offer you is to start again today. Don't overcomplicate the situation. If you fell off a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, whenever it was, don't worry about that. Get straight back onto it. Whatever you were doing, start again today. Start again right now. If it was going to the gym, then if you've got some time right now, then go for a quick workout. Do a workout at home. Do something to show yourself that you are still worthy of the thing that you said you wanted to be eventually by the end of the year. It's not too late. It's literally still the first month. And even if it was like March or April time you're watching this, it doesn't matter. Just get straight back onto it. Think about all of the things that you want to be and understand that it's only going to happen if you keep up with the consistency of the thing. So if it's gym, then work out. It doesn't have to be every single day. It has to be at a rate which you're happy with, not what anyone else is telling you to do. Similarly, if you're looking to have a better diet this year, then start right now. If you're eating something that's not deemed healthy or something which you could do without right now, put it down. Come back to it tomorrow. Put it away, store it properly, and then come back to it tomorrow if you want to come back to it tomorrow. We always overcomplicate it by thinking that we have to start again tomorrow or we have to just write today off, which is not the case. If you haven't been to the gym today, that doesn't mean that the whole day is now going to go to waste and you're going to just binge eat today and not look after yourself. That's not how it works. If you didn't go at the time that you wanted to go at, figure out another time during the day that you can go, but start today. Piece of advice number 2 would be to stop being so tough on yourself. You're a human being. We are all humans. We all make mistakes. We all need time to get into things and we all need time to figure things out. Not everybody has things figured out straight away, and quite honestly, people are still figuring things out 30, 40 years later. After they've said they've figured things out, you start to adjust, you start to adapt. Don't be so tough on yourself. If you said you wouldn't have a piece of cake today and you did, that's fine. It doesn't matter. A piece of cake won't kill you. Now, if you had a whole cake, that's different. That's something you need to sit yourself down and tell yourself that if you want to get to a certain goal, you can't be eating whole cakes. If you ate a slice of cake, that's absolutely fine. If you ate a bar of chocolate today, that's absolutely fine. If you didn't read a chapter of a book like you said you would today, that's fine. You can do it later on. But just stop being so tough on yourself. Every time you talk down to yourself, every time you demotivate yourself, every time you try and criticize yourself, you're getting further and further away from your goal because you're telling yourself you're not worthy of that thing, which is not the case. You are worthy of anything you work towards, but you need to just be a little bit easier on yourself. Go easy and you'll get there eventually. Piece of advice number 3 is to not put all of your eggs in one basket. People love to have a whole list of New Year's resolutions or a whole list of goals that they want to achieve, and people tend to overcomplicate things because they have too much that they're trying to take on all at once. Now, I'll use the gym as an example again. If you have gym goals, you can bunch some of those up. So for example, if your goal is to go to the gym every day, that's one goal. If your goal is to get bigger in the gym, then that's another goal that you can pair with you going every day. You have to look for goals that are similar whilst trying to attain them. If you're trying to play the piano, play the guitar, I don't know, learn to read music, all these different things, those will be a bit more complicated because learning the guitar and learning the piano are 2 different things. Yes, they're related, they're musical, but those are 2 big things you're trying to do at once. Whereas if you can pair things together, like if you're trying to read music and learn how to play the piano, that's cool. You can pair something like that. Try and look for things that are easy wins. Try and look for things that you can do together and pair up. But if you've got a list of like 50 things that you're trying to get through this year, depending on how big they are, 9 times out of 10 you probably are not going to achieve all of those things because you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Focus on one thing. So if your thing this year is to learn the piano, then learn the piano, focus on that. And then if your other thing is to go to the gym every day, that's fine, you can do that. But if your goal is to play basketball every day and go to the gym every day, you're setting yourself up for failure, because going to the gym is quite strenuous. Something to do that every day is very hard. But then to add basketball into that too, it's going to be hard. You're going to have to compromise somewhere. Whereas again, 2 different things, playing the piano, going to the gym, you could do those things every day potentially. So it's just, don't worry about showing people how many things you've got done this year, how many goals you set yourself this year. Just focus on what you want to do, but focus on doing as little as possible, but being as productive as possible. That is the only way you're going to be able to achieve those goals. So next year, you may still be learning to play the piano, but then you can introduce another musical instrument, because you've now got to a level where playing the piano is easier, and now you can introduce something else. So just something to think about. Piece of advice number 4 would be to try something different. If you've set the same New Year's resolution or goal for yourself every single year and you've not achieved it, it's because you're doing the same thing. You're falling into the same routine. You're falling into the same trap. You need to try something different. Switch up your routine a little bit. If, for example, going to the gym every single day is your thing and you want to do it in the morning and you find it difficult to get up in the morning, then go after work, go in the evening, go on the weekends, go at a time which is suitable for you. Yes, ideally everyone would love to go to the gym in the morning, get the workout done, and the rest of the day is yours. I've tried that. It's one of the hardest things for me. In the summer, it's very, very easy because there's a light earlier, and when I wake up and I see the sun out there, I feel motivated. I want to get up, I want to go and get my day started. In the winter, it's the hardest thing in the world. When you get up at 7 a.m. and it's dark outside, you don't want to do anything. So switch up your routine, try something different. If, for example, eating better is your goal this year, and you tend to binge on junk food, or you have too much junk food, just don't bring any junk food into the house. Make it harder for yourself to get to that junk food. The reason why a lot of us start to binge on junk food and eat a lot of junk food and things like that is, first, we're comfort eating. If you're binging on anything, you're trying to gain some kind of comfort. And the second is because it's readily accessible. It's readily available there for you in your house. Now, if you can build that resistance in the middle, you can hopefully kill off that crave when it comes in, because the crave will come in, you'll think, oh wait a minute, I haven't got anything in the house, and that's it. So try something different, switch up your routine a little bit and try something new. Piece of advice number 5 is to stop seeking perfection. Nobody in this world is perfect. Doesn't matter who they are, doesn't matter what they do, how long they've been trying to do their thing for. Nobody is perfect in this world. If the longer you try and seek perfection, the longer you're going to fail for. Perfection does not exist. Even the best athletes in the world are not perfect. They make mistakes. Not even the best singers in the world are perfect. They make mistakes. No matter what example you want to go with, people make mistakes on a daily basis. It doesn't matter who you are, from what walk of life you come from, you're going to make mistakes. So instead of seeking perfection and trying to find something that is unattainable, just do it. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake. Making mistakes is part of the process. Making mistakes is where you learn from what has not gone quite right, and then you can start adjusting. But if you're looking for perfection every single time, and let's say, by some sheer miracle, you are perfect. Let's say everything you do is perfect, everything you do there's no fault in it. If that's the case, you're never ever going to learn anything. The reason why a lot of people have got to where they have and are achieving world-class success and world-class levels is because they failed along the way, and eventually they got to a point where they learned from all of their mistakes, they learned from their imperfections, and now they're able to perfect that element of their lives. But it doesn't mean that they are perfect. Nobody is. Stop worrying about these arbitrary things that really don't mean anything. Piece of advice number 6 is to have fun. If you're trying to do something which isn't fun, if you're trying to do something that someone else told you to do, if you're trying to do something that you think kind of sounds cool, I want to give it a go because my best friend's doing it, you're never really going to enjoy it. Now, of course, as I mentioned before, you should try new things, of course. Like, there's no, you know, I would never tell anyone not to try something new, but if you're trying something because someone told you to do it, or if you're trying something because your best friend's doing it, you're gonna learn pretty quickly that it's not something that you want to do. And now the worst kinds of people, the ones that carry it on because they want to seem cool in front of other people, or they want to seem, you know, like they're a bit out there by trying something new. That's one of the worst things you can do. If you're going to do something, make sure you're having fun, and the only way you can have fun is to do something that you really enjoy doing. It doesn't matter what it is, if it's knitting, if it's making buttons, I don't know what your thing is, but whatever it is, make sure you have some kind of fun element in your life. It doesn't have to be something you have to turn into a career. It could be something you do after work. It could be something that you do on the weekend. Just whatever you're doing, have fun doing it. And that is it from me. Thank you very much for watching the video. I really appreciate everyone's support. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to like and share, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.